Unlike the internet, phones, and television who simply reshuffled the workforce, AI has the ability for the first time in history to remove or eliminate the workforce altogether.
I try to convince people to slow down AI, to regulate AI. I tried for years.
What does that have to do with sports videography, you ask? Well, what if I told you that there's a camera on the market right now that allows you to film sporting events without a cameraman, and I'm talking about a camera that can follow the action the entire game by itself without any help or commands.
Now, would that be something you might be interested in?
Definitely.
Good, because this video is entirely about that camera. Happy New Year, everyone. I hope you all got a bunch of videography gifts for Christmas. I received something myself, actually. I got this brand new Veo Cam 2. Yay! I received it a few weeks before Christmas, and it's been sitting in my office ever since because the only professional sport going on at the moment in Australia is soccer. But because the World Cup was on, soccer was on pause, but now it's back and there's a game tomorrow that I've been granted access to. So I want to take this baby for a spin. The thing is, I've never used a Veo Cam before. So today I need to learn how this thing works, how to properly set it up so I can go to the game tomorrow and take it for a spin for the very first time. Okay, so we have a bit of a situation because as you can see, this is a map of the soccer field I'll be filming at tomorrow. All this side of the field is basically no access. I can walk there, but I can't put my camera there because the broadcast cameras are on the other side and you can't have any cameras in the shot. But they have given me permission to put my camera right there in the middle, which is great. But the problem is that it's right between the two team benches and way too close to them as well. So I've just been told that I am not allowed to hang out in between the team benches during the game. Not only that, but I lose access to this area when the warm-up starts. So that's about 45 minutes before the game starts. So 45 minutes before the game, I will lose access to my camera. I'm basically going blind into a situation I've never been in before with a camera I've never used before, trying to do something I've never done before. Alright, so I'm at the game. As you can see, the camera's set up over there, but to add to my drama, there was actually a piece missing. The plate to attach the camera to the tripod was just not in the kit, which I don't think is an issue for people buying it. I think it's just because I got this for free from Veo, so I think they just sent me like a floor model. But I managed using my own tripod to find the plate and make it work. I know that the light at the back is flashing, which indicates that it's recording. So, we're halfway there. Alright, so game's over. The camera, as far as I can tell, survived. If you look at the stats on your screen right now, there's still 50% battery. I think I only used 20 gigs out of 114. So definitely more than enough for a game, even 2, maybe 3. But yeah, I'm just gonna go take the camera down and take it to the office, look at everything, and go through it with you guys. Alright, I know you guys are probably impatient to see what the Veo Cam 2 footage looks like, but before we get to that, there's one very important topic that we need to discuss. On the physical side, the Veo Cam 2 has two 4K cameras, one on each side basically, and they both feed an AI supercomputer inside the camera. And it's that AI computer that merges the two camera signals together and then tracks the game action wherever it goes to give you that typical TV broadcast look. So just to be clear, the camera itself doesn't move at all. Instead, every camera movement is created internally by the AI computer. And since all this processing is done while you're filming, you can even live stream straight out of camera. There's a 4G modem already inside, so all you need to do is add a SIM card with its own data plan, and you're good to go. Or you can simply connect the camera to your phone through Wi-Fi, but that means the phone has to remain close to the camera at all times. And also, this camera is really built for all conditions. There's no overheating issues with it at all. You can film for hours and hours on a super hot day. And it also has hydrophobic lens covers, which make raindrops slide right off your lenses. But it's really in post-production that things get interesting, because the Veo online platform has a bunch of very impressive AI-powered features for both analytic and video editing purposes. For example, the AI automatically detects things like penalty kicks, corner kicks, throw-ins, and goal kicks, so you can easily create a timeline with just highlights in seconds. There are also very helpful coaching tools on the platform like 2D maps and heat maps. Oh, and by the way, Veo themselves admit that their camera system is optimal for soccer, but their website does clearly mention that you can use it for at least 8 other sports.
Veo is the ultimate camera for capturing video in any major team sports, from soccer to basketball and football, you name it.
Now, let me make one thing clear. As impressed as I am with everything I've talked about so far, I am clearly not in a position to recommend the Veo Cam 2 to any sports videographer. And here's why. You see, I started working on this video on December 31st, 2022. That's when I filmed the soccer game you saw earlier. Today is January 10, and I still haven't been able to recover or even watch the content that I filmed over 10 days ago. The footage is all in there, by the way. I just can't get to it, because unfortunately it's not as simple as just plugging the camera to my computer and getting all the footage that way. That would be way too simple and affordable. Instead, you have to upload directly from the camera to the cloud and then access the footage through the Veo online platform with, you guessed it, a paid subscription. And just to give you an idea of the prices we're dealing with, the subscription itself, if we go with the cheapest one, is $99 per month. Then, if you want to access all the analytic tools I mentioned before, that's an extra $45 a month. And if you want to live stream, that's also not included, so you have to pay an extra $30 a month. Then the camera itself is $1,800. And finally, the tripod is either $629 for the big one, which can go up to 24 feet, or $319 for the smaller one that can only go up to 12 feet. As you can see, we're now at a $4,195 total, and half of that is in subscription fees, which means that every year you'll have to pay an extra $2,000 to keep using your camera. Luckily, I didn't have to pay all this because Veo set up an account for me, but they're either not used to doing these type of videos with people or they're not very good at it. I don't know. But like, first of all, they sent me, like you saw before, there was a piece missing in the kit that they sent me. And also when it came time to connect the camera to my account, I wasn't able to because the camera was still connected to the account of whoever was using this camera before me. So after spending 10 days emailing back and forth with these people in a very different time zone, way far in Denmark, I think they are, I just got fed up and basically decided to do this video without the footage. So I can't vouch for or give you my opinion on the quality of the footage because ultimately all I've seen is what's on their website. But bottom line, my take on this whole thing is this. If you're a coach and you have the budget for something like this, then I do believe that this could be a great tool for you because of the analytics side of things and the convenience that comes with the camera doing all the work. And if you're a sports videographer, please don't buy this thing. This is way too expensive for what it is for us. I mean, even if the image quality turns out to be good, there's obviously a ceiling to how good it can be. And I don't think that that ceiling is worth it. Even if you're a live streamer, for example, and you're thinking, this is awesome, I won't have to do anything and the camera will take care of it all and I can live stream every week. Let me remind you that like everything else, this live stream only goes one place, and that's the Veo online platform. So you can't live stream to YouTube or Facebook or anywhere like that. But to answer the original question of the video, I do believe that this is an early version of the future of sports videography. Because except for maybe live broadcasts, I do think that cameramen one day will be a thing of the past. We'll all be replaced by a much more futuristic version of this on a stick that can record everything around it. And it's only in post-production that we'll be able to decide where we actually want the camera to point, how zoomed in we want it to be, what depth of field we want to use, what color temperature, all that stuff, right? But judging by what this camera can do now and how the team at Veo is struggling to keep up with the issues that they're having right now in 2023, I think there is still a considerable amount of time before this future actually becomes the new normal.